You come across a lot of different people in life. Most come and go, but some change your life forever. Sometimes long-lasting bonds are formed regardless of how long you've known them. Their very presence brings an undefinable amount of happiness into your life. These are the types of people that make you stop and think whatever forces are at play in the universe that allowed you to exist at the same time, in the same place. I had the pleasure of meeting such a person. His name is Patrick. Patrick was a lot of things to a lot of people. He was a son, older brother, and cousin. To me personally, he was a best friend and mentor. He taught me lessons of the soul, which is remarkable considering he only spent 17 years on this earth. Of course, he wasn't completely innocent, as anyone ever. He had a bit of a rebellious streak. He cared more about drawing than finishing schoolwork. Pat was kind. He was the type of person who greeted everyone in the school hallway. He had so many friends and wasn't categorized into one clique. Instead, he spread laughter throughout the school. Meeting and becoming so close to him is probably the best thing that could have happened to me. See, back then, I was sort of lost. Who isn't? Especially in high school, when you're still trying to make sense of the world. Maybe I wasn't as strong as I thought. But after Pat died, I lost myself. Not that I relied on him for an identity, but when he left, all the light in life went with him. Finding out about the accident was rough. I just arrived at a friend's house when our phone started blowing up. Calls, texts, all asking the same thing. Is Pat alright? What happened? He had been hit by a car while skating. He was skating home, actually. It happened right in front of his house. It was surreal, like a weird hazy dream. My friends and I were headed over to his house and the scene of the accident, discussing visiting him in the hospital because he must have broken something for all this commotion. If only life was that easy on us. One of the friends I was walking with received a call and stopped in his tracks. We all knew what the look on his face meant. We rushed over. The only things left was a squad car and his skateboard, and soon even that was replaced by a spray-painted outline. It seemed like nothing would ever be the same again. I know it's common for people to blame themselves for the unjustly passing of a loved one. I'm no different. I felt guilty. If only I was with him. If only we had chose to hang out earlier. If only he had accompanied me home to walk my dog. This all could have been avoided. Or maybe it was the fate of the universe, and there's nothing I could have done. I was mentally checked out up until the funeral. His family asked me to speak. I did it for him. Right before it was my turn to speak, I was having second thoughts. Looking at the bodies shook away whatever composure I thought I had. Pat was known for his iconic, scruffy-looking beard. The person in the casket in front of me was clean-shaven. It looked so odd. Seeing his body laying there solidified the fact that the person I once knew was gone forever. I don't know if it was the detachment of shock, some sort of anxiety attack, or his spirit, but suddenly I was having an out-of-body experience. I was filled with warmth while looking down at the funeral from above, sort of a bird's-eye view. Somehow, this gave me some courage, and I went up there and delivered my speech. I'm grateful for this. I think I would have regretted it. Regretted not saying goodbye. It's obvious to say Gershy's passing changed me. He taught me loads of life lessons, without either of us realizing at the time. His compassion inspired me to spread my love instead of focusing on all the negativity in the world. He showed me how much easier it was to love everyone rather than drain yourself on the sadness. Ironically, his passing soothed over the cynicism that previously clouded my mind. Life is short and unpredictable, so there's no use wasting time feeling sorry for yourself. He urged me to create, and now, when I'm making art, my memory is flooded with all the good times we shared. He's part of the reason I ended up here, pursuing my dream of becoming an animator. Not that I owe it to him, but I want to be successful and create things he didn't get to. I owe it to myself to prove I was worth believing in.